Dear friends, this is Ian here again. Today is, let's say, it's the 20th of February 2017, and we are undergoing in this world, many of us are undergoing many changes. The world is undergoing many changes. Humanity is undergoing many changes. We have even our frequencies are changing. We are vibrating at a higher speed. And I want to tell you what caused this in me, because what we could do is only talk about the truth that we experience. Now, I can't talk about your experience, and I can't talk about anyone else's experience, but only my own experience. You see, what I've experienced. And I would like to talk about an encounter that I had with Jesus. Now, I've been a faithful, let's say, Christian for many years. I remember that I repented of my sins when I was 10. I gave my heart to Christ. And I sort of, read the Bible on a regular basis and prayed, went to church and sang gospels and belonged to a gospel quartet or various gospel quartets. And most people simply loved being Christian, but what I loved the figure of Jesus. But there was one thing that was very interesting with me, inside me, is I didn't see Jesus as the sort of the person above that he was. I didn't see him as the only Son of God. I thought if he's the Son of God, then I'm also the Son of God, and everyone else is the Son of God. We're all part of God. That's what I thought, but it seemed at that time like heresy to even think of that Jesus could be, And I used to say, when Jesus said, like, I am the way, the truth, and the life, I remember that I would say the same thing of myself. I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no man comes to the Father but through me. It is not that I am actually uplifting myself, but however, you can uplift yourself, because if you are part of God, then you can say that you are also the way, the truth, and the life. And that's what I felt. Now, I read the Bible, and what I used to like about reading the Bible was the red parts of the scriptures. It was written in red, the words of Jesus, because I thought they were really fascinating. I never really liked the epistles of Paul for some strange reason. I just couldn't get hold of that, because that we are born sinners and that the wages of sin is death and all that, I just couldn't get that one straight. That that Jesus came here to sacrifice himself. But one day, because I'm meditating on these things, and there was a time that I was sitting, or I think lying down and meditating, and then the voice came and said, "I am Jesus." And I said, "Oh, interesting. I've been serving you most of my life." And this voice said, "No, you don't need to serve me. I'm your brother." Brother? Yeah, I'm your brother. Like God is your friend, I'm your brother. I said, that is fascinating. And he told me about his life. He said he had come on this earth not to save the world from sins, but to give people back to themselves, because we are so powerless. We are taught that there is no power within us, that we are small, God is up there, and God is going to judge the quick and the dead. That's what we're taught. Jesus said, no. We had this long conversation where he said, I'm coming back to earth, but not the way you expect. What? Yeah, no, I'm coming back. I'll be coming through people, talking to people, this essence that you can call Jesus. He says, I am known under many names: Emmanuel, Jeshua, Jesus, Sananda, and things like that. I said, well, it's interesting, that you are known under so many names. And he said, the basic thing is, you, Ian, he said, you've been more or less following what I was teaching. I said, is that true? He said, yeah, because you were saying to people many, many years along, your thoughts create your reality. Your mind creates your reality. Nobody really believed you, because in those years when you used to tell that to people, they sort of looked at you in a very strange thing. But now I want to vindicate that what you said was true. I said, thank you so much. Yeah, because I was telling people that what you think, you create your reality. Your mind creates your reality, whether in negative or positive, because you are also all creators. And I never really believed, but I mean, the fact was that I was telling that to people, but I never really believed it myself. But now it's being vindicated. You just have to believe it, what Jesus said. He said, whatever you believe, whatever you set your focus on, whatever you set your mind on, that will come to pass. And I remember I used to also like to preach things that, I said to Jesus when I was having this conversation with him, I liked the scripture, I have come that you might have abundance, and have it more, that you might have life and have it more abundantly. And he laughed at it. He said, yeah, that's right. I have come to give people the abundant life. And I was always against the establishment, because the establishment wanted to put people down, and I would like to uplift people, give them back to themselves. And this should be your job, to uplift people, give people back to themselves. And I said, oh, that sounds like a commission, He says, well, see the way you wish, but you can go out there and give people back to themselves, empower people to be themselves again, empower people to love themselves first, empower people to live in love and in compassion, love and compassion. Now, I go through many issues. I also have my emotions, and I remember he's telling me, you have your emotions, you get angry at people, you get angry at circumstances. Accept the fact that you do have your emotions. Accept the fact that you do get angry, that you sometimes just have hatred, but just observe these feelings. Observe them the way they are and look through them. Because in essence, you are love. Everybody is love. You are my brother. And I like this when he called me his brother. And he told me one thing interesting, which I also love a lot. He said, many people depict me as a man with a white skin and long blonde hair. No. The skin color is more or less like yours. Now, that's not so important anyway, but you see what wrong pictures we have of Jesus. And so what I'm saying to you, I'm giving you the love of Jesus because, he doesn't live within me. God lives within me. But I can call on Jesus anytime, and he can come, and we can, as friends, we can have conversation, And I've read into the book that he wrote for today, and that's called A Course in Miracles. And in that book I would recommend to you to read as well. You might find the book very strange, but it is absolutely really a book that you should read. Course in Miracles. And if you open, Jesus might even come to you and speak through you, or speak to you. Yeah? Because when he channels through many people, but he doesn't have to channel through me, because I believe in speaking directly to him and then telling other people what he had said to me, or I can get the wisdom within myself too. That's what he also said to me. All right. Namaste. Have much love. And I wish you just all the love and compassion and health of the world, of the universe in you. Bye for now.